Today we're going to take a look at the new Drosera schizandra terrarium. So I'm going to get this lighting situation off of here, open up the lid. And as you can see, basically what I did was I went out, I got a storage container, and then I just planted a bunch of the Drosera schizandras in here. Now we have about a little less than an inch, maybe like 3/4 of an inch of perlite along the bottom for drainage so the roots don't rot. And then we have maybe, inch to inch and a half of the long fibered sphagnum moss. The reason I do this is because even though these plants like it to be very humid, they're also susceptible to root rot. So it's kind of a tricky situation, but I mean, not really. As long as you have good drainage and high humidity, it'll grow fine. And I tossed in this ultrasonic fogger in here. There's just a little opening in this container where the fog can fall out. And as you can see with all the condensation, it leads to very humid conditions in here, more than enough. I haven't counted these, but as you can see, there's a number of them. They were planted about 2 weeks ago, so they're pretty much recovered now. They're growing very well. I mean, I guess it wasn't too much of a transplant shock because I didn't bare root them. I just kind of separated all the chunks of sphagnum moss in the old container, planted them separately. As you can see, we have little divisions popping up, here and there, all around the place. And then what I also did was I started working on even more propagations. So once those clone, I can put all the clones kind of in all the empty spaces, kind of try and speed up the process. And so hopefully, maybe by the end of this year, we can have just an entire terrarium covered with these plants. I don't know, give or take about 100 of them. And once I get that many, I'm not exactly sure what I'll do, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'll lock it back up. I put this light diffusion rack on top, and then I put the lamp up here, just a standard CFL daylight bulb. And I think people, they try and grow schizandra in very dark conditions because they say, oh, it's from the Australian rainforest, so they don't need that much light. But, as you can see, I do give them a decent amount of light, and that helps them get those pink tips on their tentacles. So that's kind of where we're at. Next video you see about these, I will probably just have the whole terrarium covered in a big green carpet. So you can look forward to that. I know that I'm very excited to finally see that. I've been wanting it for a number of years, just kind of, I don't know, just some goal I set for these plants. So I'll come back in the next video and we'll have a big giant Drosera schizandra carpet.